Don't ask me why, but I always feel the need to point out that when some team wins a championship in New York, there's never any rioting. When the Giants won the Super Bowl, okay, it was February, maybe it was too cold outside. But when the Yankees win, or whatever team, most recently the Yankees, prior to the Giants, there's no rioting in the streets. And yet, in every other city, even Los Angeles, they always have trouble. Los Angeles was almost gleefully pointing out the last time I checked, there were very few problems except, some people threw some bottles at the cops. And they fired back something. Non-lethal stuff is what they call it. I assume it's bean bags. I don't know. Bean bags can be lethal, as we found out in Boston a few years ago, where they also have problems rioting every time somebody wins a championship. Maybe it's fortunate that the Celtics lost, but what is with you people? Don't you have anything better to do? It's like people who write these comments on newspaper stories. You read the newspaper story and then you read all these comments. I saw a comment from somebody the other day, and I don't always read them, but I just happened to on this one because there were only like 3 of them. It was a story about, I think, the return of Dallas. And one of the comments was, "You idiots," I'm paraphrasing, "you idiots need to stop watching TV and get a life." And my first thought is, people who take the time to write comments about stories that appear in the newspaper are really the ones who need to get a life. On an unrelated note, I caught Sean Hannity last night. I haven't picked on him in a while, so I would like to point out that while he continues to insist that, the mainstream media never talks about Fast and Furious, it was, in fact, CBS that broke that story, and, in fact, CBS that still covers that story. And I dare say that without CBS putting the Fast and Furious story together and continuing to follow it, Hannity would have no idea that it was even going on.